All right, guys, just going to go quickly through our second week of our build phase, or week 5 of the programming, and just do a bit of an overview for you guys. So having a look at Monday Perform, we see that similar format to what we had last Thursday with those 3 12-minute stations. We can see that it's all EMOM based as well. If you have a look at those rigs, we've got those thrusters and the push press coming back through. You can see here that that reps in reserve has increased a bit. So we're looking at just educating the members that we may be trying to incrementally increase that one, or holding that heavy round that we did last week across all 3 rounds this week as we work on through there. Switching back to that station 1, having a look at our 21 bicep curls. When going through these movements, we want to think about the mechanical load of each part of those movements. So the way we want to execute these is we want to have that top half completed first, so those first 7 reps in that top half, then we move into our 7 full range reps, and then we're going to go lastly through that bottom range of our reps as they've got less mechanical load coming through as we work through those there. The other thing we can see as well with all of our cow efforts on this day is that they've also increased that bit from last week. So again, just educating members to build upon what they did last week, trying to challenge themselves and increase or hold what they held last week as they were working through if they weren't able to hit that same target each and every time last week there. Coming through to Tuesday lift. Again, here we've got 4 9-minute stations to work on through. All movements on this day we've come across before. We should know how to execute those. Things to just look out for is on that station 2 with our back squats, we can get rid of those kettlebell single leg RDLs as these are going to detract and take away from those back squats as we work on through those. And then that should allow them to then go heavier on those back squats and more recovery time as they work on through those there. Wednesday, our Wednesday condition. Nice, simple, effective individual AMRAP and team cows to work on through. When going through these sort of workouts, what we should be trying to do is sort of map out and get an idea of how much a round is going to take as we go through these. So thinking of movements, 40 mountain climbers, that's probably going to take 20 to 30 seconds to work on through, whereas half burpees, 20 reps of those is probably more 40 to a minute to work on through. So when looking through, a fast member may be working through around that 3 minutes per round as they go. The average we're probably going to see is more around that 4 to 5 minutes, and then those slower rounds would be around that 6 minutes here. So thinking about things like this as we go on through helps us then give our members targets, the catering to them as we work on through those ones as well. Switching over to Thursday Perform, we can see here 4x9, similar to that Monday Perform we saw last week there. When going through these movements, we can see again, last minute of each of those 4x9 minutes, you have that little burner, so get the vibes going around those 2. We can also see we're back to our 30-second efforts of cows on the bike and the ski as we work on through here. So now members should be getting familiar what they can hit within that 30 seconds, use that as a gauge to either push or maintain as they go through that workout there. The other thing we can see is we have our front foot elevated reverse lunges coming through on station 4. So again, reps in reserve, we're looking to maybe incrementally increase. Maybe last week they did 1 round with the barbell. Maybe this week they're trying to hold the barbell for all 3 rounds there, but we're just going to be wary because it is again coupled with that bike effort as well. So lots of load, lots of volume going through when we're educating our members on that one. Looking at the Friday lift, 4x9 minutes again, highlighting on station 2, we've got that movement of those dumbbell lateral raises and holds. So the way that you may see within the academy and everything is where there's one arm holding up, working through all 6 or 8 on one side. The way we want to do that one is we want to change that slightly so that when we're working through, we have that hold that whole time. We work through one side, hold, work through that other side. So more look at it like 12 to 16 alternating reps there as we go. Because obviously if we work through with one hold on one side's going to get more fatigue than that other side in that iso hold as we go there. And then just those banded rows will be that bent over row with the band. Looking at station 2 on that day as well, we have that TRX T-row coupled with that bench press there. That's perfectly fine as they're going to complement one another. So if members want to do that one, they can work through that. Whereas if we contrast through that station 4 down the bottom with our deadlifts, that single arm cable plank row is going to detract from those deadlifts. We can let members do those ones if they want it for that novelty piece, but it is obviously going to add that compounding fatigue through your lats and detract from the quality of the deadlifts that they're working on there, particularly with that tempo style that we'll be working on through. Lastly, Saturday sweat, 5 7-minute stations to work through. You can see we've got all AMRAPs and max cows, some ladders to work on through. Really nice session where any remaining time they can just work back up that ladder as well. When looking at it, we want to make sure as well with that toes to bar down on station 5 that we're allowing members to have that option that if they are working on those skills and those technique progressions of toes to bar, that we're giving them that education that they can work through those ones if they would like to as well. Cheers.